Are you excited?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a game like this doesn't get released in this kind of manner anytime. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Like 24 events, I think it's exact, and it's like I don't know. I haven't seen something like that until now, so it's gonna be awesome. And they're like so different kind of events. Like everybody thought about something individual. I think in Netherlands they have like a huge party in a club.
Yeah, they're
or something.
in a club. Imagine. So I'm really gonna be interested in if they actually gonna play there, or is it just like dancing with ShootMania
or they
drinks
have like
and
set up a
Venice
paintball stage. And
yeah, we don't know. We don't know. But we will find out.
Yeah.
More or less. We will have a lot of other streams joining in. We're gonna have conversations with them and interact with them. So you guys, in case you miss to be at all the events at the same time, right? Which is most likely. In case you miss it, just like we do, you get a chance to just have a quick look at the other events. And also, of course, we have our own stuff going on apart from playing the game, looking at the game being played and all that fancy stuff. You guys can also win something, and all you have to do is entering a question in the Twitch chat, and I will get back to that in a bit. And with a bit, I mean a few hours, as we do have plenty of time to fill tonight.
Yeah, it's going to be planned that we are streaming until midnight, so there will be lots of tournaments. We will play and see all kind of different game modes. We have Elite, we have Siege, we have Royal, we have Jailbreak, a very funny custom mode.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
So yeah, it's going to be awesome. And if I don't know if we still have time to do something else, then we should absolutely go for it. We have a kind of a schedule, but I mean we are
kind of a schedule, but we're also loose to do whatever we want to make you guys at home enjoy the game to the fullest, because that's what we're planning to do tonight for sure.
Absolutely.
And what are you looking forward to the most? Are you? Is it the show matches you have it in your mind, or
I don't know,
is it just like seeing all the different modes or the other events?
As I'm casting quite a lot of tournaments recently, I'm really interested to see the show match between Fnatic and Dignitas EU, who will be playing here live at the studio. So this is going to be really awesome. I mean, Fnatic just won the IPL over in San Francisco, so I think they're still hyped up about the victory. And I mean, it's such a fun event, and if you play with fun, then you play the best anyway.
That's true, that's true. And we have those two teams here in the O Gaming studio, and they look like they're having fun so far. They've been sitting around a few hours and talking to each other, playing a little bit, just having some banter, having a good time. We, of course, joined into that. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to go competing against each other. I mean, we have two high-class teams there. Can't say anything different than that about Fnatic or Dignitas. And also, pretty much most of the other teams we're going to see playing today are like really high-tier teams. So it's definitely going to be an amazing event, an amazing evening. And I'm looking forward to each and every round of it.
Yeah, absolutely. We have also other big clans like this Navi. Some Counter-Strike players will be joining us as well.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So they're just trying out the new game. And I mean, it's always kind of nice to see like a new FPS, whether it's Counter-Strike or ShootMania nowadays. If you look at all the other game titles in esports, there's not really shooters around. So I'm really looking forward to that.
So do I. And we would like you guys to get involved too. We do have the Twitch chat open, so just give us a shout. Let us see if you are there as well. So we can see that you're there and interested. We will go there and read it every now and then. So whenever you feel free, whenever you get the feeling that we're actually reading the chat, go and write something. In case you don't think we're reading it, we are still reading it, so you better write something. So yeah, first up, we're actually going to have a call with the Ukraine, where there is a launch event as well, and they have the team Navi playing there. And yeah, no, there is no Navi ShootMania squad. It's going to be the Counter-Strike squad. So that's going to be really interesting, and we should have them in a call to talk a little bit with them in just a bit.
Okay, and also they were gonna play a show match like after the interview. Basically, there will be Team Infused, which are a very good and well-known UK lineup, of course, with Sans, Casper, and Microstar nowadays, as he joined the team like 10 days ago.
Yeah, like really recently ago. Do you think that's gonna make an impact? I mean, obviously, I just gonna bluntly assume that the Navi guys probably not so trained in ShootMania as the ShootMania pros are.
No, maybe they trained hard.
Do you think this could maybe help them, that the roster is newish?
Well, there's one thing you have to mention about this as well. The Insomnia LAN, the 48th edition over in the UK was like the biggest UK LAN. I think everybody should know this in esports. It's like a really great and awesome event. They do some fun stuff at the side as well. And yeah, Microstar was already substituting at that time for this team. So they know each other kind of well. They play together some practice wars and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, I think the team communication should be very good, as they are all from the UK anyway. So yeah, this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it definitely will be. And I mean, what I always like to see is in a scene like ShootMania, where there aren't like 100 and gazillion players yet on a pro level, those players know each other well. Like most of them, I mean, if you look at the current lineups of the team, you can see how ever since let's make a point at ESWC up until now, the rosters have changed, the lineups have changed. So it feels a little bit like almost everyone should be knowing how the other one's playing, because they either played in the same team or played against each other very often, as there weren't more pro teams out there. So that makes it really interesting to see how they going to react to facing up against people they know very well from the playstyle. So yeah, we'll see if that's going to be the case today. I mean, we definitely have some big names up on the screens on our show match. Fnatic,
Absolutely.
Dignitas.
Hell yeah, we do.
Yeah. Random French people. God knows what
It's
they
all
are
about
doing
fun,
here.
so it's cool.
It
it's
is.
cool.
And I'm
also,
having fun.
I mean, even if you said like the Counter-Strike guys, oh, they're new to the game. The others are probably not that well played together as of yet so much. And I mean, it's about fun. I suspect some crazy tactics out of some guys. I think just to have fun and I don't know, just troll a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Like build some towers with people and stuff. It's always
everything
fun.
Possible. Everything possible.
It's really, it's an amazing thing. I saw it on a public server, I think 2 or 3 days ago when I played on my own. We were playing Elite, and then next to the pole they made like a tower with 3 people. So I was running, coming around the corners, like, what the fuck?
Is it pretty easy to hit them all? I mean,
I made the first frag, and afterwards the tower assembled, and then it attacked me from all of the sides.
You should have started with the top one. There.
I just shot somebody. I don't know.
Good. Fair enough. And yeah, I do see that we already have a game at the warm-up. Is it still warming? Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is going to be the Navi game, and I'm just really curious to see how they're going to be playing. What can we expect? How often do you see someone going out of their way playing another person's game, more or less?
No,
I mean, because those games are not the same. Like, you can't say someone plays shooters, so he can play every shooter out there. As like, absolutely not true.
Some are similar, but especially if you compare for Counter-Strike with a fast-paced shooter like ShootMania, it's really so much different, especially the movement.
Yeah.
In ShootMania, in general, you have a very unique movement system where you have some kind of stamina that you have to use, and you can only use it in certain occasions, or you have to do something beforehand to even trigger it. So, yeah.
Yeah. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Of course, it would be good for us to know, like, after the first few matches. Maybe let us know afterwards in chat if you're familiar with the game at all, or if you have no freaking clue about what we just said, because then that is absolutely no problem. We can explain the game to you, we can explain the interface quickly for you. We're always going to talk a little bit about the maps to give you a bigger insight of it, so you get a grasp of what's going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And Microsoft, for example, is a player. I don't know how he got there now. He's really awesome in terms of ShootMania movement. And maybe we can talk a little bit about the HUD. So basically, there's this player name here in the middle. There's the lives. It depends from mode to mode how many lives you have, or if you're playing as an attacker or a defender. So we're going to play Elite for this match. So the defender, for example, has 1 life. The attacker has 3. But we will get into more details during the match. I think it's easier to follow than just to talk about it just like that.
Definitely. I mean, he just said where you can see how many lives he gets, more or less, like the hit points, which is 3. You can also see, as we're currently on the defender mode, that he has 4 rockets. He can now fire them, and they're going to reload pretty darn slowly. On the other side, we have the stamina button. You just saw it being used. Stamina obviously gives you the possibility of being faster. It normally is being used whilst you're in air. Like shortly before you hit the ground, you're gonna tap on the stamina button, which is normally the spacebar, I believe. And yeah, then you get like a little bit of a boost, so you can more or less strafe a little bit.
Yeah, you can like really boost yourself if you're. It's always a little bit. It's always a mix about jumping and then picking up the pace. Because if you don't use the stamina during like walking on the ground, it slowly recharges and things like that. So it's really tricky. And if you jump, you're always an easy target because you're in the air. You know how you fall. You know where you land. So it's always tricky when you attack, like when to jump, when not to jump. So often, if you start playing for ShootMania on a server and you jump around and blah blah, then somebody just types in chat like, "Don't jump," and he's like, "What? Why not?" but it's really true. You really have to think about when to jump and when not to jump. So.
Definitely. It's too predictable because they obviously know like roughly about how much time you need to land and where you land more or less. You can get a little bit of air control when you're mid-air. Let's say you're using a jump pad or something. If you use the stamina button and press it all the way down mid-air, you can like change the falling time a little bit. And you also get a bit of air control with that. So obviously you make it possible for the other one, or rather less possible for the other one to predict exactly when and where you're going to land.
Yeah, so it always helps you a little bit. And as you can see right now, Sense is doing some wall jumps. So basically all you have to do for that is run against the wall and jump up. Or jump against it, press the jump button again, and that's all. So that's very interesting to see. And also, you can only wall jump if you have stamina left. So if you use all of your stamina, you can't wall jump. It's really, there's so many small details about the movement you have to find out and have to like master really at this game. So I really love ShootMania for being so easy to learn and to get into.
So hard to master.
But yeah, it's always, you can be, if you want to be at the top, you have to do so much training and yeah.
Definitely, definitely. And we're going to see how much training all those pros have. I mean, probably not if we watch Navi. I don't know. I don't know how much practice they got in. As said, it's a Counter-Strike squad, not a ShootMania squad. Navi has yet to pick one up. Let's put it that way. We're, by the way, currently following the attacker. So now you can see the 4 rocket shots being replaced by 1 long line, which is the railgun, more or less. It's been called laser in game. However, we shall continue calling it railgun.
Yeah, we're just used to
we're just used to it. So, you know, I mean, if you guys feel bothered about it, feel free to tell us. And we, of course, going to call it laser. But in the end, it's more or less the same. The railgun reloads a little bit quicker than the rockets do. It has a reload time of 2.5 seconds. So that's all right. It's pretty quick, but you just got to know that, like, once you fired, you're vulnerable for those 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, so the rockets are a little bit quicker, and as you can see, like the bar down here, it always reloads. You have to, like, although you have like four rockets in your rocket launcher, you always have to like keep track how many you have left. Do you really want to use it? Do you want to just spam it? Or if it comes to like the final stage of the round, you want to keep as many rockets as you can, so you can like fire very rapidly and very fast. So yeah, it's always something tricky and very cool to see.
It's obviously also a manner of like talking to your own team, like who shot how many. So like you see how many the other one shot, so you know how many you still have left, etc. So like it's a lot of how is that English word, coordination.
Yeah, coordination. So you have to very good team coordination, very good team communication. If you don't talk during a game, then you do something wrong.
Exactly.
So, and I mean. And also, it's like very important to tell your teammates where exactly the player is. You have the possibility to like mark the player. If you have the crosshair, and you look at the opponent, then you spot him. So you see like a little name tag above his head, and everybody of your teammates sees this as well. You can also use whatever button you prefer. I think the standard button is control. You can make like a little cross on the map to mark some place where you say like, okay, he's coming from there now, so it's easier to follow that. And also, I mean, the very professionals, of course, do like certain names for parts of the map. So you have like, for example, you say up and downs, and everybody knows where it is. Obviously,
obviously other people probably don't.
Yeah. So that's always something very nice, and that's a lot what I love the most about team games, that you have to always be with somebody. You don't just join a server and just shoot, but you also have to hang around. You have,
See, I'm not much a team gamer, I have to say, but I love watching them. We just saw Microstar jumping off this onto this little iron pad. This was a rail pad. I'm gonna show it. This is the rail pad. So even though you're a defender and you normally would only have rockets, if you stand on one of those rail pads, you can actually use a railgun, but only as long as you stand there.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the game what we are about to see between Na'Vi and Infused. I suppose it's called Elite. It's one of 2 game modes that will be free to play with the release even now, because normally you pay, I don't know, it's not really much. You should really, if you enjoy the game.
It's literally nothing. It's like it's a stake.
And it's just one-time payment, so it's not like you have to like have an abo or something. So it's really cool, and it's really not much for a game like this. We can be so creative. You have a map editor. You can create your own game modes, and there's so many awesome game modes around already that you can play, like speedball, jailbreaks, and these are some kinds that we might see later on as well. So yeah, Elite basically is a 3v3, as you can see with the lineups. So for Na'Vi there will be Sterix, Sig and Edward playing. And for Infused we have Casper, Sense and Microstar. So yeah, it's a little bit interesting in the end, because you play with 3 versus 3 in teams, but each round will be 1 versus 3. So 1 attacker versus 3 defender. So yeah, it's a nice concept I never seen before, and it's really interesting and always fun to watch.
It is. It really is. I mean, your teammates, they are following your perspective that moment when you're attacking as well. So they could technically shout at you and tell you what you have to do, or like if they see something you didn't see, they can do that. But I'm wondering, are they really doing it? I can't imagine that. I think that would actually take off a lot of concentration from the person attacking. Yeah,
so basically, I mean, they're very good players. So if they think like, okay, he's capable of attacking, so don't
should be able to.
No, shoot, no, a little bit early,
okay,
later.
I didn't think they go for that, but like, you know, just give him a few hints, like. He's left, he's left.
Sometimes you like, if you're very concentrated on your gameplay, on your movement stuff, you don't see somebody that is like very far to the right, like in the corner, in a dead angle or something. Then you might be shouting something, but overall, it just distracts the attacker, I suppose.
I would imagine so. I mean, if I wouldn't be casting right now, I would actually walk over there whilst Fnatic and Dignitas are playing later on and just check if they're doing that or not. But maybe we get the chance to talk to one of them. I mean, since they're in the same building, I might be able to just randomly steal one away and drag onto our stream. That would be nice. So that would be something I'm really interested in. If you guys at home have some questions you really want to ask a ShootMania Pro, feel free to drop them in chat. We're gonna warn you beforehand, so then you know. Like, so if you have anything you want to ask them, we will try to make it happen and have them answering it.
Yeah.
Don't get the chance too often. I think the warm-up is over finally.
Yeah, they're voting some maps, so they are changing the map to the one they are supposed to or want to play. I don't know how if they have a veto system or if they just pick a random map. Basically, I think in the Elite show match, especially for the Dignitas vs Fnatic game, there will be the IPL map pool. So it's like the most common and most played maps at the moment, as the IPL tournament was a 100,000 US dollar tournament. So obviously you want to play these maps all over there.
Yeah, probably want to. And I mean, obviously the pro players who have been playing that for so long now to practice for the tournament and everything, they're trained on those maps. I highly assume Na'Vi isn't as much. I mean, I don't want to underestimate them. Maybe they train really hard. So we now currently see Na'Vi being the defending team and Infused Sense currently the attacker, hitting one on the rail path. Very well done from Sense. And the second one right down there. So only one is left. He's standing on a pole. 2 rails didn't connect. Third one neither.
Yeah, and you saw the +0, the grey one. Oh, what a nice shot there by Sense. Just a squeak peek around the pole. So the +0 you saw, like the grey one, you can actually shoot incoming rockets with your laser, and your laser instantly reloads. So now we are going to have a view at Microstar as he's defending. He's standing on this rail platform. So if you use the action key, you can zoom in. And that's something you can never do with a normal railgun, basically. But let's have a look at the overview for a short time to see how the players are standing. For example, Microstar is back here at the rail, Casper around the cage here, and then we also have Sense in the little cage down here. So
good to mention, which we didn't mention before, is that you can't shoot through the cages. So they use it a lot for spotting and like positioning themselves in and around the cages. And that was quick round once more. Another point to Team Infused. Once more said, like, Navi isn't an incredible bad team. They're just no ShootMania pros. And I think really big kudos to them for trying to go up against a pro ShootMania team. That's
yeah, so big kudos to these guys.
Definitely.
I mean, they got probably gonna get stomped. As Infused is also a very good team. They won the no, they lost versus Dignitas in the Insomnia LAN in the final. But I mean, they're still the runner-up, and that's nothing bad at all. So now Casper is attacking, and your goal as an attacker is either to take out all three defenders.
Really aggressive this time. Wow.
Yeah. And Casper already down to 2 armor. So your goal basically is to take out every 3 defender, or as you can see the timer on the top, after 45 seconds, this pole he's standing in front of, you can capture it in 1.5 seconds. So it's a short amount of time, but still it raises so much tension within the game, and it's always nice. I mean, if you, for example, think about Counter-Strike and you have a 1 versus 4 or 1 versus 3 situation in game, it's always something very tense and interesting, and you have this here every single round.
Exactly. So as you just said, you have 45 seconds, then the pole is available for capturing. And after those 45 seconds, you have 15 seconds to actually capture it then. And oh my god, we see the attacker being chased down. Very aggressive play here from Infused, and worthwhile, definitely. 4-0 at the moment, the points. I don't know if they have the, if it's going to 9 points, which is going to, I guess it's going to be on 9 points for the winner. Because that's the normal thing you do in a maps. But maybe they changed the rules a little bit, as it is a show match, so we don't know.
Yeah, but
nice.
In the corner it says points to win 9 and points to win 16. It could be just set up by the server.
Oh, there.
In the top right corner.
Should open my eyes. That would be a good idea.
Yeah, but I mean, it's sometimes the information are not very accurate. You can just change.
Thank you, Tim.
You can change it. You can change it on the server. You can vote whatever setting you want to use. So not sure if they really want to play on this until this limit. But well, the first team that reaches to 9 rounds will win the map, but they must win by 2 at least. So after that, for example, if it's an 8-8, they go into a tiebreaker for 2 rounds. If then still the game is still tied up, it's always 2 more rounds added to the game. And yeah, another round finished 6-0 already for Infused.
It looks like a bit of a one-sided match. However, it is the first map. I assume they're going to play more than one. So let's see. I wouldn't say Navi is doing especially bad. I think they're actually, round by round, I think it feels like they have more coordination going on as a team right there. I mean, you see they get together once more. You always have more chances when they were all together, as obviously your opponent, who's the attacker, only has 1 shot with the rail, and then he has 2.5 seconds to reload. So if there are 3 of you, he can't reload fast enough. So if all of you actually hit him, then he's dead, basically.
Yeah. And a very nice first frag there was Sense we have seen quite time ago.
That might actually be
the first round.
Maybe their first
Navi.
round. Let's see if they can make it happen. They can make it happen. There comes the first point for Navi.
Yeah, so there's the comeback starting right now.
Yeah.
Now Edward is attacking for Navi.
I like that name. I just want to point it out quickly.
And wow, you can see Infused very well timed spam there at the beginning, as they know where the attacker has to pass, and he's going through the tunnel. And by the way, wow.
Super aggressive. Look at
3 rockets in the row. Awesome. And yeah, for example, if you're a defender and you enter a tunnel, then your weapon gets changed as well. It's called the nucleus. It's basically like a sticky grenade.
Sticky grenade. I like that.
Yeah, so it's wobbling very slowly towards the opponent. but it can stick to any surface there is in ShootMania. Wow, nice air rocket there. But Casper just flicking the shot and nailing it. Wow,
Nice.
and another nice frag. So 8-9, and they only need one more round to win this map. But of course, Navi.
Maybe there is still a comeback, right? We
Yeah.
don't want to call it a day.
Yeah,
They
see,
could
now
still
it's
just
attacking.
win 7 in a row. Never know. You never know. Although it seems like Navi is doing a little bit better in the defending area than in the attacking, as of now.
Yeah, it's very dependent on the map. If the defender have a better chance of taking the rounds, but in general, I mean, if you look on paper, you're 3 versus 1. So on paper, the defenders usually look stronger as well. And wow, they rush him down again.
There's going to be a rocket from the back. Yeah, there it comes.
So there it is, 9-1.
1.
But they got one round. It's awesome, and I saw some awesome air rockets from Navi. So
Yeah, they
that's
didn't
not-
do bad by any means. You can see that they are trained in playing shooters. They do have the aim and everything, but the problem is just like the knowledge of the map is crucial. It really is crucial. Mostly playing such a fast pace, you have to know where what is. You have to know where your opponents are. You have to know where yourself are and where your teammates are. So I think that's just the one thing which is a little bit missing, obviously, by the Counter-Strike guys. But as said, fair enough. How would they know as good as the ShootMania guys?
I mean,
They're living
if
on those
if you
maps.
pick up a game and you join this random server onto a map, well, you have to learn the map first. And if
Exactly.
they're like, you can like have to figure out the different routes and all this kind of stuff. So yeah,
Okay, we have another warm-up here on that map.
yeah, it's called Collided, also one of the IPL maps, and I really like this map as there's some awesome moments. There was only, by the way, the map where they played the tower.
Did they? Oh,
So maybe we see something interesting from Infused now, as they're one map ahead anyway, so they can try out some stuff.
so do we know if they're playing a best of 3 or 5 or?
We will see, I guess.
I
mean,
guess. Like this is basically our theme for the whole evening. We will see.
Yeah, we will
Things
see.
are gonna happen.
And it's gonna be fun.
We let them happen to us. We let ShootMania happen. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun.
Yeah, now Sterix attacking in. Wow, 2 guys behind the wall from Infused, and they had 3 quick walkers. 2 by Sans and 1 by Casper. Wow, that was a really, really quick round as well.
Yeah, you can see why one would call them pros.
Nah, how do you believe? Now Sans is attacking for Infused. Let's see how Navi will put their positions. This is a very common position is playing right now at the cage, because you can, like you said, you can't shoot through the fence, but you can spot through the fence and tell your teammates where everybody is. And I think they know this map a little bit better as they're taking good positions. And wow, nice, interesting wall jump up to the high ground there by Sans.
But only 1 life left, so that could actually be the round of Navi if they
Ooh,
play
and he
it
drops
out
down,
there.
and there's the air rockets, 1-1.
Nice. See, maybe it was the map's fault.
Yeah, maybe they know Collided. And Collided is around for quite a long time already. It's one of the original maps made by Nadio. And they only have been like little tweaks about the map, but no major changes. And it tells that the map is really good and really play. And whoa, and a 16
Wow.
centimeter miss there only by C. Very, very close one. And that's what I love about the game as well. It's so well put up for spectators. It's a really good spectator sport.
Yeah, you get a very good insight of what's happening exactly. Nice dodge there from that rocket. Could have gone in the eye. One does not simply want that. So yeah, so he's actually doing a good job in attacking this time. Nice dodging there as well, but now they go in aggressively, and that was it then for him this round. So 2-1 at the moment at the scoreboard for Infused.
Yeah, now we switch again to the other side. Casper is attacking, and let's have a look at Sterix, for example, how he puts his position and where he's going. So the attacker is coming from the side where he's aiming right now, so he's trying to hide behind the wall, not show himself too much, and that's what you need to do. You have to rely on your teammates saying where the opponent is. You just come out shortly, spam some rockets, try to aim at him, but not show yourself too much, because of course the attacker has the advantage at the beginning of the round, as he has the ray gun, which can like aim precise on long distances. Wow!
Nice,
That was like a
short
rail
range
hack
rail.
basically.
Ouch.
And But later in the round, he needs to get closer to the pole, and that's where the defenders get the advantage with the rockets as they have more shots. But Casper already taken out player number 2, and a nice wall jump up by Casper, just jumping around, trying to take the catcher, but there are 2 rockets, well done. And Casper goes down. Only 60% he was able to Casper to capture. Sorry.
See what you did there.
But a really nice defense there by Navi, I have to say. I mean, three rockets basically in a row.
You know what's the best part of it? Look at how happy Infused is if they lose something. They go like, yeah, you do well. They're like a loving mother, like mothering their child, which is Navi in this part.
Now they're rushing him again.
What? This is gonna be it.
But there's a takeout. I mean, he's still 1 armor left, and he needs just 2 more shots. And now Infused are in a little bit awkward positions now, trying to retreat a bit, get into a safer position. Microstar just around the corner.
He needs to get towards the pole and not die, obviously. But yeah, that's how it happens. A 3-2 now the score, and they really make it a lot closer this time. I'm very happy to see that.
Yeah, we see C is really playing well on this map. He has
Yep.
six points in defense, which means that he made 6 hits during while playing on defense. And we haven't seen a successful attack round so far. So that's you can say mainly the which normally is the difference. If you take 1 attack round, you are obviously ahead, as defending is easier on paper. And this gives you like the gap if you take 1 attack round. Now Microstar jumping into the rocket there. He was trying to shoot it, as you can shoot the rockets with the lasers, but there's a nice takeout. And also Edward is jumping into the next round. Now he's trying to rush him, but Microstar just easily takes them all out.
I see going in there a bit too optimistic, let's put it that way.
Yeah, but if he misses 1 shot, then he's in a lot of trouble, because there are 3 people with 4 rockets each, and they can just...
Well, that was only 1 at the end of that, so...
Yeah, okay. But they were trying to rush him at all at the same time, so if he misses the first shot, he's in a lot of trouble.
True that, true that. So Starix can be
nice
attacking, very nice. Taking out 2 of them, now has 1 life left, so it's basically a 1-1 situation right there. The next one to hit is actually taking it. That's Walton up there. We'll try to get to the pole. We have 16 seconds left, and there comes the opponent from Infused.
Microstar nicely using the rocket to use some boost as well. You can be a little bit quicker with the rockets, and now he's trying to change the position. It's very hard for a attacker to just run around the corner and hit the opponent as he has to get to the pole. But he's just standing in the sides, which is very smart. But also Microstar just adapted to this situation, to this and moved around to the pole. Now Starix missing the first shot, and there's the rocket by Microstar, just finishing the round in favor of Infused.
48%. The pole was captured, so definitely not enough. But 5-2, still anything open right there. They need 9 points overall to win. And I said before, 8-8 would make it 2 more rounds to be played. So we have that 2 rounds gap between the teams.
Yeah, and now we are taking like very defensive positions. We have 1 behind the pillar here, then 1 on the side, and also Edward, who's trying to sneak up from behind.
I like that.
But Sense already heard him and spotted him, so he has to watch out not to get taken out. And wow, Sense even take like... I think you can't get any higher on this map.
Yeah, neither do I. And I'm not sure how he actually got up there. I should go try that one out. Ooh.
Sense trying to take... Wow, 3 centimeter miss, very close. But he falls down. There's only one way he can get back into the map in time, and that's the route he's taking right now. So he has to get up the hill. And then on the right side there is... you can make the jump over, but... For the defenders,
to be quick.
I mean, he knows, they know where he's coming from. So a lot of Euro Rocket Spam is coming out now, and then he's taken out easily.
Oh, that was a bit of a suicidal jump right in there, but what other options would he have had?
He had
Pretty
no
much
other
none.
option. Sometimes players try to use the pillar on the right to jump a little bit more to the right. To
I guess
get
you
the
have to
cover
have
behind it,
more
but still,
time for that then.
Yeah, but still, it's very hard as you have to land on the ground at some point and get around the corner. So, yeah, 3 guys in your face. Nothing you want to have.
That sounded wrong. I'm sorry. Anyway, 5-3, right? Let's games.
Infused playing a little bit around, just taking the high ground positions. Very interested to see. Now they drop down. Casper just gets taken out, and there's 2 quick rockets by Microstar, finishing the life of Navi C.
Still 6-3. Anything possible.
Yeah, I mean,
Anytime I say that, I feel like I'm announcing a roulette game.
yeah, never blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but if you look at the scoreboard, you can see like the one over here, that's the attacker round that Microstar was able to take. It's only one attacker round, so if Na'Vi managed to take one attacker round as well, then it's all tied up again.
Exactly.
So even if the score is 3-6 right now, it looks kind of clear, but no, it really isn't.
Good rocket right there. Casper playing more or less defensive. Like, he's not going aggressively in there and trying to really chase them down like they did at the first map. So they definitely now have a bit more respect from them, mostly in that map.
Yeah, and now Casper is trying to bait somebody out. There's one up the bridge, but he dropped down, hitting one rocket, and now he gets taken out. It was Edward, of course. And then we have now a 1-1 situation, like the showdown, each with one life, and there's the takeout. And Na'Vi wins this round 4-6 now. And if Edward will be able to take the attack round, I said, then they are one step closer of tying this game up once again.
Exactly. So Edward going as the attacker now. So let's see how they await him, how they position themselves. See them actually. So fairly aggressive, not really, but they're gonna get good spam off there.
Is now rushing at Edwards. He has to deal with that. Missing a shot by 15 centimeters, but now he takes him out. Nice shot there by him, but wow. Just everybody came around. And like little mistakes can be punished so quickly in this game sometimes.
Indeed.
So now we have Microstar attacking 4 Infused. Sterix standing around the pole at the very back again. And now Microstar didn't spot anybody yet, but there was a blue skin, so he knows at least about one's position. That's something you can like mind game around with a lot. Wow, nice takeout there by Microstar. As he connected with the railgun. But what I want to say, you can play so many mind games. Just, for example, somebody hiding in the spawn could mean like you don't know where the third guy is, and that can make you very paranoid if you don't know where. Because you really have to be aware of everybody's position if you want to plan your attack route. And now Microstar is just going for the captures. One armor left, and he captures right through. Well done by him, 4-8. As Microstar taking the second attacker round in a row for Infused. So yeah, as you can see on the scoreboard, he is the attacker guy for Infused, basically. Oh, Microstar doing like a sneaky move around the back. Not sure if Sterix will be expecting this. So yeah, there's a little bit of fun play around. So Sterix has to watch out for his back. Trying to take out Casper around the
potential last round on that map as well.
Yeah, but Sterix now in a position where Microstar can't really sneak up on him, as he traveled a lot of time just to get behind him, and now he takes him out. Well done by Sterix. Sands now out of the picture, and only Casper and Microstar remaining. Another miss there by Sterix, and he's going over to the left side, trying to restumble his attacking route. As you can see, the timer is now done, clicking down again. As he only has one more shot to make, and he doesn't get the shot, but he gets to get to the pole maybe.
No!
Oh, that could be very close. Wow, very nice and clutch round there in the end. So Infused takes it 4-9.
I would have loved them to win that one. Darn. But they really, really, really did a lot better on the second map. So I hope they're gonna play a best of 5 or something. So we're gonna see another one potentially, maybe eventually. Press keys.
Yeah,
looks like it. Looks like it.
So yeah, we just wait if they vote up another map, but we don't know for sure. But I mean, yeah, like you said, Lovey looked a little bit a lot stronger on the second map. So yeah, it's always good to know the maps, of course, and I mean, just getting warmed up a little bit. Not sure if they warmed up properly before the first game anyway, so that's something you want to have as well. It's like you're really proper with your aim, you know how the mouse feels, and especially if you're in an uncommon place.
Yeah, I mean, they are currently, like, where is Na'Vi at the moment? They are in the Ukraine.
Yeah. I think they're live at the event at
yeah, and obviously
Kiev,
there's probably going to be audience or something there as well. So you can expect them to be involved with the audience, giving autographs, taking pictures, talking about the game, playing the game. So there's sometimes not much time That was a terrible sentence, but there's sometimes not much time, just to say it again, to actually get the practice in and warm up properly, which is even the worst if you're not at home at your normal setup where you feel comfortable and everything.
So apparently, this was the last map for the game. So thank you very much for Navi for playing as well, and also for Infused, of course. So yeah, this was our first show match of today. It was Elite. We will have another Elite show match coming up later on, live here from the studio. It's Fnatic versus Dignitas, but we have so many things up ahead.
So many things. It's so many things that I wouldn't even know which one is the next one. But as we said the whole evening, we just let ShootMania happen, right? And we're gonna for more to happen. We're going to give you a short break, so you're prepared for more. Quick commercial break, and then we're going to be right back with more.
ShootMania.